Namaste friends, Gary here. In this video, I'm going to expand on yesterday's video on why people quit on their resolutions and never achieve their goals in life. Yesterday, I talked about this here figure. This is the stick figure. This really is you. Okay, you are a multidimensional being. You are living in multiple dimensions simultaneously at the same time. Even as you watch this video, you are watching this video in the physical world, but you're taking the information in through the non-physical world. Okay, so this diagram shows that this is your mind, okay, and this is your body. And yesterday I talked about your body is the instrument of your mind. Your body takes orders from your mind and goes out and executes those orders, and then you create your results. Okay, just like my guitars, they don't play themselves. I have to play the guitar. Okay, your body doesn't play itself. It is the instrument of your mind. So the reason why people quit or give up on their resolutions within the first 30 days and never achieve their goals in life is because they're trying to force their will on their body. They're trying to get their body to take action. But the problem with that is the subconscious mind, in where the paradigm resides. And your paradigm is just a set of programs that you have programmed over your life. That is where the action or the orders really come from. So yeah, you can try to force your will on your body for a period of time, but it's never going to be long lasting because the paradigm is always going to win over. Okay, so I talked about yesterday in our paradigm is broken up into three main categories of programs. These are called global beliefs. Okay, and they can be broken up into I am, people are, and life is. Okay, and if you haven't watched yesterday's video, be sure to go watch it because I really go into depth on how this works. But in this video, I really want to share with you the fastest way to reprogram your subconscious mind so that you can create new orders to give the body so that you can go out and create the results that you want once and for all. Create long-lasting, permanent change once and for all. Okay? So, the first thing that we have to do is we have to become aware. We have to become aware that we are running on subconscious programs. Okay, most people are unconscious. They're just running on autopilot. They wake up the same time every day. They go to a job that they usually don't like, that doesn't pay them enough money. Then they get home and they're frustrated because of that job, so their relationships are suffering, and they just do it over and over and over again, winding up at the end of their life wondering why their life didn't turn out the way they really wanted it to. And the problem is, the challenge is they weren't aware, they weren't self-aware. And that's what's happening right now on this planet. That's what's going on in 2020 and in 2021. People are becoming more self-aware. Because we're being forced into isolation or quarantine, that's giving us time to really go in deep and really discover ourselves. And with everything going on, everybody's questioning the reality around them. So the first step is awareness, that you have to be aware that I am a non-physical being and that my mind controls my body. And then to go even deeper than that is to realize and to become aware of the programs that you are running in your subconscious. So we talked about it yesterday. What are the I am programs that you have running in that biocomputer of yours? Do you think you're a winner or do you think you're a loser? Do you think that you're beautiful or do you think that you're ugly? Do you think that money is easy and flows into your life, or do you think that it's hard and that it's a struggle and that it comes in and it just goes right back out? Okay, what do you think about different people? What do you think about people with different color skin or different genders? Those beliefs are running your world. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about changing those beliefs. Okay? And the way that we change them is the same way that we installed them in the first place. Okay? And it's very simple. Number one is repetition. Okay? Repetition. Over and over and over again. We have these ideas. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I'm not worthy. I'm not valuable. We start getting these ideas implanted into our subconscious when we're children. And then what happens is we start getting these programs installed, and then our reality reflects back to us those programs, and then it reinforces the program. So if you think I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm invincible, then your world starts to reflect it back to you, and it just reinforces well, I must be a loser. I mean, that's what my reality is showing me, so that must be the cards that I've been dealt, that I'm a loser. Things don't ever work out for me. I'm unlucky. So on and so forth. You repeat it over and over and over again, and then it becomes a program that is now installed in the paradigm, in the subconscious. Same with people. Okay, I know for me, I've had my fair share of relationships, fair share of heartbreak in my life, and there was a time where, I had a certain definition or belief when it came to the opposite sex. But now my whole entire paradigm changed because I have gone through, when you have that, women are gold diggers, men are dogs, men are cheaters, women are cheaters, whatever it is that you believe becomes your reality. And then again, life breaks down into different areas. So, man, losing weight's hard for me. I'm just big boned. I have a fast metabolism. I have a slow metabolism. Whatever it is, making money is easy. Making money is hard. People like me. People don't like me. So on and so forth. Again, we repeat these programs over and over and over again throughout our life, and then our reality, our physical world, reflects back to us what is going on. The physical world is just a reflection of what's going on inside. There's a great quote by this guy named Jesus, and it says, "By their fruits you shall know them." So for me, when I'm sitting down with someone, I just look at the results that they are creating in their life, and then that tells me exactly what's going on inside. But the problem with most people is they're not aware. They're not really honest, so they usually justify or rationalize their results because that's what the ego is doing. The ego is trying to protect itself. The ego doesn't want to change because to change is hard. To change these programs, it might seem easy because all you got to do is go from I'm a loser to I'm a winner. All you got to do is go from making money is hard to making money is easy, right? And you just have to repeat it over and over and over again, right? Well, not only do you have to repeat it, but you have to do the second one, is you have to emotionalize it. You have to emotionalize it. So emotionalizing it is when it reflects back to you in the physical reality. You have an emotional experience, whether good or bad. Okay? If you think I'm a loser, okay, you go out and you try for something. Let's say you're in sports or you're in business, and you go out and you try for something and you lose. You have an emotional experience, and then that emotional experience reinforces it. But when we start to change our paradigm and we start to work on those, I'm a winner, I am good enough, I like myself, I love myself. When we start to change the paradigm, we start to go out and we start to try new, different actions. Okay, I remember, back in 2006 when I first had my awakening, okay, I was a semi-truck mechanic. I used to just work with my hands until I had my awakening, and then I quit and I became an entrepreneur. And the first thing I had to learn was sales, cold calling, picking up the phone and calling people and selling them something over the phone. And I'm here to tell you, it was terrifying. But I didn't give up. I kept on pushing through the old emotion, the old paradigm, the old program, until I started getting results or having experiences which reflected the new program. I am good enough. I am valuable. I can do this. Okay? And then the program or the paradigm started to change. Okay? So the two ways that we reprogram our subconscious so that we can go out and take new action and produce the results we want is number one, through repetition. You've got to say it over, you got to say the new program over and over and over and over again. And then emotionalization. You've got to continue to repeat it and you've got to take new action. You do have to use your will. In the beginning, it takes will to wake up and to let's say, write out your affirmations every day or to talk to yourself in positive self-talk. It does take the will to do that. And you have to use the will and you have to repeat it over and over again until you start having wins. You start having emotional experiences that reinforce the new beliefs, the new programs. Okay, right over here on my desk, I got a stack of 3x5 cards. Every morning, I'm up early writing out my vision statement. I'm writing out the programs that I want to create. And right now, I'm on day 491. 491 days in a row, I have written out my new programs. And I'm here to tell you, I just was posting this in our community today, is that it's only been in really the last few weeks, maybe the last month, that I can really feel these new programs taking hold. My actions are changing. I'm making these videos again. My actions are changing. My results are changing. Miracles are happening in my life because I'm doing exactly what I'm suggesting that you do. So now I'm having the emotional experiences that are reinforcing the new programs. But I've had to repeat it over and over and over again. Geez, I got a stack of 3x5 cards over here. It's this freaking big. Because I want I want to change my results. I want to change who I am much more than I want to stay the same. So I know the only way to do that is to change these. Okay? So, in closing, I want to share with you, because you can really only change, or you can really only install 2 new programs at a time. Any more than that, it's just going to be overload for the biocomputer. It's going to be inefficient. Okay? So, you can have these 2 new programs. There's 2 very powerful programs that almost like a blanket. When you install them, it will cover and it will change all of the programs, the viruses that you have running in your biocomputer. Okay, and those 2 programs are I love myself and there's more than enough. These 2 programs, if you install these 2 programs into your biocomputer, your entire life will change like magic. I give you the Gary Gilligan guarantee. If you go through and you change these programs that are in your bio, it will, like a blanket of beautiful white light, it will go through and it will dissolve all of those viruses that you've got running in your biocomputer. I love myself. I love myself. There's more than enough. There's more than enough love. There's more than enough money. There's more than enough food. There's more than enough whatever it is that you want. There's more than enough. In fact, there's an infinite supply. And the infinite call it God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whatever you want to call it, it more eagerly wants to give you what you desire than you are to receive it right now. Otherwise, you'd have it. So, how do we install these? 2 ways: repetition and emotionalization. You got to say them over and over and over again. I love myself. I love myself. I appreciate myself. I care about myself. I want the very best for myself. I got a 5-year-old son. I love him so much. I would give him anything. I'd give him the clothes off my back. You got to learn to love yourself as much as I love that little boy, or as much as you love your child. And then you've got to realize there's more than enough. There's an infinite supply, and it eagerly wants to give you everything. You can have anything and everything that you want, but you gotta believe you can first. Okay? So, hope you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow, I'm gonna make another video where I'm gonna share with you the fastest and the most powerful method or tool that I have learned in the last 15 years to install these programs. Even faster. That's going to just, it's almost like putting a turbocharger on these 2 things. You still have to do these 2 things, but in tomorrow's video, I'm going to share with you a powerful, powerful turbocharger that you can put on these to radically transform your life. So I hope you have a phenomenal day, and we'll see you on the next video. Namaste.